Hey everyone, it's Jill, and today I have a review on the Avon True Color eyeshadow quads. This was requested that I review the quads and then kind of recommend a quad. I'm just going to go based on really which one I like the best as far as when I recommend a particular quad or whatnot. So first, let me just go ahead and go through. I have 7 of the quads, and these are the True Color eyeshadow quads. Okay, so I'm just going to go through, and as I go through the colors, I'm going to tell you what I think of them. Okay, this one right here are the Fresh Cut Greens, and this one is my absolute favorite. The pigmentation is great. It has like satin finishes on all of them. And satin finish is more, it's not a glitter sparkle kind of eyeshadow. It's more of a, what am I trying to say? It's not shimmer, but it's not matte. So it's like in between. As far as all of these eyeshadows are very soft to the touch. They're very blendable. As far as some of them more pigmented than the others, and I'll go through that as I go through each of the quads. As far as this one, this is the Fresh Cut Greens again, and these are very pigmented. I love this one, is by far my favorite. I have it on my eyes today, and I just really like this one. Okay, now if you're not into color and you want something more natural, I have quite a few of the natural ones, and I'll tell you which one of the natural ones is my favorite. Okay, this one right here is the Smokey Eyes quad, and this one, I have to say, it's not pigmented very well at all. This one right here is the most pigmented color. And there are by far many more blacks that you can find out there. Or this isn't a black; it's more like a silvery gray. But there are more darker grays that you can find out there. So this pink is I just swiped that. You can barely even see that. So this is not one of my favorites. But if you, I guess, don't mind like maybe adding water to your eyeshadows to make them pop more, or packing on like layer after layer after layer, then that would be a good quad, I guess. But this one is definitely not a favorite. This one is my Purple Haze, and I have a tutorial on this one, and I do like this one. This is probably my second favorite for color, I guess. But yeah, same thing. They're all very soft to the touch, pretty fairly well with the pigmentation, and that one's a good quad. This one is Mocha Latte, and this one is actually probably one of the most pigmented quads next to the Fresh Cut Greens. I say it's right there with it. So if you are going to want to purchase a neutral one, I would say go for this one, because let me just swatch these. Now this highlight shade right here, that's it right there. That's the only one that's not pigmented. But for the rest of them, they are awesome. They really are. And this one actually right here, I like to use a lot for filling in my eyebrows. So it's a really good eyebrow powder as well. So that's a good neutral one. This one right here, I'm actually seriously going to send back. And I don't do that a lot. Even if I don't like a product, I try to work with it. But these colors, this is in Romantic Mauves. I put them on yesterday, and I honestly looked sick. they made my eyes, like, they're just really bad colors. I don't know. I find they're bad color combinations. And sometimes it is hard to work with mauves. I have a really, really, really good trio from Wet n Wild with mauves. And every time I wear those eyeshadows, I always get compliments on it because it's just so, they're so pretty. And, you know, sometimes it can be hard to pull off pinks and mauves and stuff like that. This one, I don't know how you could pull it off. Maybe if you were a darker skin tone, maybe you could pull it off, but I personally wouldn't recommend this at all. It seriously made my eyes like red. I mean, just the pigmentation in it was, I guess, just had too much of a reddish undertone, like a pinkish reddish pigmentation to them. I don't know. I honestly looked like I had been crying, and my eyes weren't puffy or anything yesterday, but it just looked like I had been crying, and I don't know, it just wasn't good. So anyways, on to the next quad. This is Sandy Corals, and this one I like. It's not my favorite for the neutrals, but you know, if you're into corals, I really don't have a whole lot of corals, and I know that coral is a really big trend for the spring this year. So I wanted something corally, and those are the colors, and they're pretty. Like I said, not my favorite, but if you're into corals, I would definitely recommend this quad. And I have one more to recommend, well, not to recommend, but to review. And this one is in Blushing Raisins. And this one is decent. The only one that's really highly pigmented is this one. This one's okay too. So these two on the bottom are okay. But the ones on top, they're, you know, a little not so highly pigmented either. But yeah, so if I were to recommend a quad, it would definitely be for color, this Fresh Cut green. Another reason why I didn't mention this, but this green right here, it is just, to me, so unique. I have a lot of greens, but I've never seen anything like this green. It is just, it is such a pretty green. It's just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And if I were to recommend a neutral quad, it would have to be the Mocha Latte, and I'm going to try to find it just so you guys can see the colors again. So the Mocha Latte, which is right there. Very, very pretty neutral palette. And you can also really build on that one. So if you want like a neutral eye, you can totally do that, but you can also really make it dramatic with that quad too. And the next one that I would recommend for a neutral eye are the Sandy Corals, especially since coral is so in this season and this year. So that is my review on my Avon quads. I hope that this helps you guys out, for those of you who are wanting to purchase some of their quads. I'm not sure how many more they have. I do have quite a few of them, so I'm sure that there are some more out there, but those are just the ones that I have. So I hope that this helped you guys out, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.